This is Andy Chambers. Thank you for joining me for today's update. So far, sell in May and walk away may have been the right thing to do this year. I can't deny I got bulled up when the market rallied and broke through initial resistance during the first half of this month. Then the momentum quickly shifted to the bears when the market declined so sharply last Thursday. Now we have to wait and see if the bulls can hold support at a higher low bottom and rally through this month's high. If that happens, we could see an unusual summer rally. On the other hand, a break of support at this month's low leaves the bears firmly in control. The monthly picture is clear. A monthly close over last month's high could be very positive for the bulls. A break of support at this month's low could result in a decline toward 10,500 or lower. Here are some stocks to consider if the market turns up. After pausing for a year, eBay posted an upside breakout in February. So far, it's been very strong this month. The next upside targets for eBay are 50 and 55. A break of support at this month's low of 38 would put the bullish outlook on hold. Key support lies at last year's low of 26.86. DHI pulled back to support early this month. Now it looks like it's ready to rally again. The upside target is $26. A break of support at this month's low of 14.37 would put the bullish outlook on hold. ExxonMobil has been very strong for the last few days. A break through the wall of resistance at 88 could result in a significant advance. If that happens, we have an upside target of 110. A close below this week's low of 79.78 would put the bullish outlook on hold. After pausing for about a year, News Corp posted an upside breakout in January. It paused for a few more months. Strong action this month suggests that it could be ready for a further advance. The next upside targets are 25 and 30. A break of support at this month's low of 18.32 would put the bullish outlook on hold. Bristol-Myers was very strong last year. After pausing for a few months, it also appears to be poised for a further advance. The next upside targets are 41 and 43. A break of support at this year's low of 31.31 would put the bullish outlook on hold. After essentially going sideways for over 2 years, this month's action suggests that Johnson & Johnson could be ready for a bull move. The upside target is $76. A break of support at this month's low of 61.71 would put the bullish outlook on hold. After going sideways for over 2 years, this month's trading suggests that Merck could be ready for a further advance. The next upside target is $50. The long-term target is $60. A break of support at $36.90 would put the bullish outlook on hold. UNG is a relatively low-risk, very speculative stock with big upside potential. It has a higher low bottom on the weekly chart. If this month's low holds and it happens to form a V-bottom, it could ultimately head to 40. A decline below this month's low of 15.18 would void the higher low bottom setup. EWW, the iShares Mexican ETF, pulled back and formed a higher low bottom on the weekly chart. A breakthrough resistance at 65 could ultimately propel EWW toward 80. A break of support at this month's low of 53.49 would put the bullish outlook on hold. Now we'll look at some charts that don't look so good. The first chart is EEM. EEM is an emerging market ETF. The monthly chart shows a lower high top. A break of support at 35 could result in a further decline. The next support is seen at 25 and 20, The initial hurdle for the bulls is seen at 45. The chart picture for EFA is similar to EEM. EFA is an ETF representing Australia, Europe, and the Far East. EFA also has a lower high top head and shoulders pattern. A break of support at 45 could result in a decline toward 35. The initial hurdle for the bulls is seen at 56. The chart picture for EWZ, a Brazilian ETF, is even worse than EEM and EFA. The next downside targets are 40 and 30. The initial hurdle for the bulls is just over 70. DBP, the PowerShares precious metal fund, could be poised for a plunge. The downside targets are 40 and 35. The initial hurdle for the bulls is near 64. DBB, the PowerShares base metal fund, also has a bearish chart picture. The next downside target is 12. The initial hurdle for the bulls is this year's high of 21.62. Sticking with the metals, the chart picture for SLV is also bearish. The next downside target is near 19. The initial hurdle for the bulls is near 36.50. PFG also has a lower high top head and shoulders type setup on the monthly chart. A break of support at 20 could result in a decline toward 10. The initial hurdle for the bulls is seen at 30. That's the last chart for today. If you buy options on any of these stocks, please be sure to buy plenty of time. Thank you for your time and attention. Good luck and good trading.